streets of Seoul, life is moving fast and the world's 12th largest economy is alive and well. But it has not always been like this for this Asian tiger. Tears, poverty and devastation was a plight of Korea in the 1950s. A young republic then, having just gained independence from 36 years of Japan's occupational rule, Korea was struggling to get on its feet. Then the Korea War broke in 1950, bringing the young republic back down on its knees. Just like Kenya and other aid recipients, the country would then go through years of dependency, struggling to steady its economy.
International environment at that time, 1960s and 70s, were very helpful for Korea's implementing this strategy. At that time, the gate was more open, and there is a GSP or many preference, I think, systems for developing countries.
The country's economy continued to grow steadily, focusing on textile and steel industries at the formative period. Unfortunately, things would again change in 1997 with the advent of the Asian financial crisis. And then again with the ensuing fluctuations in the international economy, including the recession period. Challenges were unrelenting for this young economy.
At the beginning, initial stage, many labor-intensive industries were typical example is textile. Still, the textile industry is one of the important industries. But after that, more sophisticated industries. So current president Park Geun-hye were initiated so-called campaign for creative economy.
We could not amass smart capital as Korea because Kenya remained non-aligned, while Korea was aligned to the US.
Fast forward to South Korea today. Modern skyscrapers in Seoul, vibrant global manufacturing industries, and a highly innovative ICT industry make the face of the country.
You can remotely manage your car through your smartphone, like just unlocking the door of this car and setting the right temperature before you get in the car and start engine from outside of the car.
Korea is now one of the wealthiest nations in the world, being among the G20 countries and ranking 15th in the world by nominal GDP. In 2009, the country became the first former aid recipient to join the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD. Now referred to by the world as Korea's economic miracle and by Korean nationals as the miracle on the Han River. Just how did the country escape from the claws of poverty?
Education was one of the model. A large, I think, population is already educated, at least primary education. So our literacy rate was above 90%.
Education is linked, or was linked that time, to the industrial needs of the country.
Korea's strategy is now becoming a benchmark for other growing economies. With the strong ties it holds with Kenya, the two countries are working hand in hand to revamp the science and ICT industries in Kenya.
We've gone to the next level where Korea was in 1970s, and that is now to introduce or to have a situation where we have special universities in science and technology. So right now we are working on KAIST, or Kenya Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, which is based on the Korean model.
There is a small but growing number of foreigners living in South Korea in search of both education and business.
In the heart of Itaewon in Seoul is this street, christened the African Street, a street which plays host to a number of African restaurants, salons, and entertainment spots.
The migrant workers play a critical role in their home countries, particularly in bringing back unique knowledge, skill sets, and capital. The spectacular success story of Korea has been attributed to their zealous investment in education, resilience in times of failure, continuous innovation, and the nation's character, taking pride in a devoted, sacrificial people. But even in one of the most successful countries, everyone is still hard at work. Sharon Momanyi for KTN in Seoul, South Korea.